Welcome back everyone for Retro Restore, where we're going to go over taking apart a 32X game and getting it all cleaned and working. So to check out the actual test of this one, you're going to have to watch the 32X cleaning video. So let's see what kind of goodness is in this box. So the outside of that actually looks like it's in pretty good condition. It kind of feels a little rough to the touch there, so I'm sure it's just some crust that's kind of stuck on top of that. Yeah, the manual has some sort of damage on it, but I mean, overall it's not that bad. Whew, but you do the smell test and that is pretty stinky. Please let me know in the comments if you know how to get the smell out of cardboard products and paper products. Until then, just putting the box inside a bag and putting it somewhere where it can not be smelled. So for 32X games, take them apart. There are two of these game bits in the back. They're the 4.6mm line head screws or 4.5mm game bits. Just for making it easier, we're just going to call them game bits the rest of this video. So make sure you are grounded out and then grab your tool and start opening it. Then once the bits are out, you just lift this up and it reveals the skull inside. That back shell kind of looks like a happy face. Just move it like this for now. Take a look at the board in here. If you've never seen a 32X board before, it's like all shiny, has all sorts of gold everywhere on it and looks pretty nice. I mean, there's just a small amount of stuff that's gotten in here, but there's probably just moisture in the air. A little bit down here on the gold fingers, but I'm actually happy. That's not going to be that bad to get cleaned up. But before doing that, I'm going to Clorox wipe these. So we will start with the back and just Clorox wipe it off. Then on the inside of the back shell, you want to get that too. And then the one you want to be careful on, we'll get the inside of the front shell first. Make sure you get where the chip goes pretty well. Then Clorox wipes will damage labels, so just kind of dodge the label as you're cleaning. There we go, we have a nice clean lemony fresh shell now. Then one thing I always recommend, grab some Q-tips and some at least 91% isopropyl alcohol. And you'll want to get inside the screw holes with this. Just get the Q-tip in there and move it around a little bit. And then do the same for the other one. Then because we don't want the chip to ever get wet, let's set the shell to the side so it can dry. Now if you still have a damp Q-tip, then maybe just lightly get the top of the game bit. That's if it was in some sort of environment where it's kind of smelly. So usually with the game chips, what I like to do is start by getting the pins all cleaned up. This one's not bad, so we're not going to need to use anything more dangerous to the pins. If you have an eraser, like on this nice Animal Crossing pencil, then you can just move that over the pins to get a whole bunch of gunk cleaned off of them. You just kind of roughly move the eraser over. I mean, the rubber is not going to do much in the way of damaging anything. Make sure to get both sides of it with the eraser. And then get all the eraser dust out of there. If you cheat like me and use a can of air to do that, then make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. Then the next step for the pins, take that isopropyl alcohol you used earlier, get a Q-tip all damp, and then go across the surface. You can push down pretty hard on it, it's not going to damage it. Just make sure to cover the pins all the way with it, just to get any remaining junk cleaned up. Then you flip it over and do the same to the other side. So as far as this chip goes, it looks like the rest of it's pretty good. A lot of times what we need to do is do additional cleaning on the board, like when people spill drinks on the cartridges or if there's water damage on the inside, but this one's pretty good. So what we're going to do is take the board, you want the chip side down, and put it in the front shell. To make our little happy skull again. And then for the back, you just set that over this. Then we get our bolts put back in. There we have it. We have our nice clean copy of Doom for a 32X. Once again, if you watch this video first, the video that came out before this in the Retro Restore series will be the actual 32X being cleaned. And this will be tested in that video. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, all that kind of fun stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments. Also, if there are any cartridges that we have not cleaned yet that you're interested in seeing, then let me know in the comments and make sure to make a video on that. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.